this week we are leaving for Edinburgh on Friday for a little Christmas getaway. So this week's kind of task is to get the house cleared of any autumny decorations so that when I come back it is a clean slate and we can start decorating for Christmas. I'm so excited. There's only like 4 days until December after we come back, so that gives me like 4 days to really kind of make sure that I have everything for like decorations, and then we can decorate on the 1st of December. Girlies that decorate on the 1st of November, love it. Couldn't be me. I love it, but I want to bask in the autumn a little longer. I love autumn, and I love winter, and I love snow, but I also love the orange leaves. So yeah, I want to keep November alive until the 1st of December, and then 1st of December we can start getting the Christmas stuff out. I actually have already got it out of the cupboard, and I went through all of our Christmas stuff so that I could see what we had, because I know that obviously Edinburgh is going to have a lot of really nice Christmassy things and the Christmas markets and things like that, so I do want to kind of have an idea of what I would like to get in Edinburgh for Christmas. There's not like an awful lot, but there is definitely some stuff that I would like to get. But yeah, I've just made some breakfast and a coffee, and I'm gonna sit down and do some work first and foremost. I have a few applications to respond to. I also want to finish editing the video from last week. I pretty much did it last night, but I just need to clean it up. And then I have some follow-ups to do as well. I think today definitely my follow-ups have built up for today, so I do like a follow-up with all of my leads, like the first day, the day after the application comes through, then 2 days after, 3 days after, 5 days after, 7 days after, 14 days after, and then 14 days after that, if they still haven't moved into the business, I just send them a little message, just say goodbye, that like, you know, thank you for replying, but clearly this opportunity is not for you, and just leave everything on good terms. So we're gonna do that today, and then we've got a flat to clean. So I have one flat to clean today, and then I have nothing tomorrow. So tomorrow we actually get to spend the whole day as a family, and I also need to go to Tesco today to get what did I need to get? I don't remember. I know there was definitely something. My hair is still wet, that's why it's all tangly at the bottom. But anyway, I'm gonna have my breakfast, have my coffee, and do a little bit of work, and then I will catch up with you guys later, probably when I'm going to the flat. Oh, another task that I have before we have to leave for Edinburgh. I want to finish that jumper. I realised that I don't have enough of either of the yarn, not the mustard and not of this one for the sleeves. So I'm thinking the sleeves might have to be like 3/4 sleeves or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go as far down as I possibly can with the mustard. So I went to probably about here with the mustard so far, and then I realized it's probably not going to be enough. So I've left it joined here, and I've wrapped it up into like a ball of yarn from the other end, and I've got the other end coming out, and I'm just going to do the other sleeve to the same level and then see how much I've got. So then if there's not enough, then I can frog this one, or if there is enough, I can do a couple more rows on this side and a couple of more rows on this side, and just like keep going as far down as I can, just so that there is definitely enough yarn to be like symmetrical. And then the rest of it I'll just do in this yarn and hope for the best. Honestly, at this point that's all I can do, because I just simply do not have the same yarn, and the shop that I got the yarn from doesn't have either of the yarns too. So fun times. But yeah, right, I'm gonna crack on with some work and I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Today instead is tackle this 0.5 pH. I do like because okay, slight change of plans. We have been on the hunt for in Orkney there is this game that the men play over Christmas and New Year. It's called a bar, where basically this big ball is thrown into a crowd of men. So there's two teams. There's the uppies, who are like the men born or that have arrived into Orkney through Kirkwall or like this end of the island. And then there's the Doonies, who are the men that have came in from the other side of the island. And this is something that like all of the men in Orkney are super proud of, and you know, they're all in love with this game, and it's a really nice tradition, don't get me wrong, it is absolutely lovely, but they are just like, it is, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's such like a deeply ingrained tradition for the men and the women in Orkney. It's just so interesting to see them. But anyway, we have been on the hunt for a present for somebody. We have been wanting to buy this clock that like represents the bar, like the ball itself, and we've not been able to find it anywhere. And I've just seen that there is a Christmas fair happening in school just down the road from us, and somebody has posted like their table and they have those balls on the table, so they must make them like wooden balls. They're beautiful. So I think we're gonna go and take a walk down there. Hugh and the kids are just coming home. He's got the dog, so he couldn't go in on his own. I sent him the photos, but they've taken the dog for a walk. So they're just taking the dog home. I'm just lacing up my shoes. All of the salmon. Put them over. Done. It's gonna be yummy. I was gonna get my hair professionally done for going to Edinburgh, but I figured I can probably do it myself. So we're gonna do my hair. I am thinking I wanna do something a little bit different. So I think I'm gonna do like a halo, bleach a halo in my hair, and then maybe like some random strands in my hair. And then I'm going to wash that out, and then depending on what that looks like, I'm either going to put my normal orange all over, or just kind of missing the halo and the light strands. Not 100% sure what I want to do with that, or do I just want to put some strands in the front of my hair? I feel like maybe that's probably the better option. Just dye everything my normal colour, leave out some strands in the front, and then just bleach those. That might be a better idea than what I've just been thinking of. So I think we're gonna do that instead.
You as well, making sure I know. Thank you, my friend. Everything. The hair always. Their fit isn't good, including radio. To keep the people.
Okay, I have finally finished a jumper. I don't know how I feel about it. There's not much I can do to change anything about it. Oh, by the way, I dyed my hair yesterday. I think you've seen that. I bleached these little front bits to make them a little bit more vibrant, and I actually really like it. I think it looks really nice. But anyway, jumper. I love the top. I do wish I had done it the other way around and did the whole jumper in this mustard colour and then done the accents in the other colour, but it is what it is. It is still quite nice, but I just don't know how I feel about the sleeves, because I think that they might be a little bit too short. I really did want them to go all the way down, but I just do not have enough wool, and I just don't know how I feel about this block. But I don't know, I mean, there's nothing I can do to help the situation, so it's gonna stay like this. We're gonna block it and we'll see what it turns out like. Hello my loves, we are home. We went and cleaned Hugh's granny's house and then did a shop for the 4 days that we're going to be home before we get to Edinburgh. And I also went ahead and got loads of oranges and lemons and ginger because we are all coming down with something. I can feel it, so I'm going to make little wellness shots for us. I actually bought, I don't know where, okay, I actually bought a box of these little bottles that I'm gonna go ahead and fill up with the wellness shots. I also wanted to show you what we got in the fair yesterday. We went with the intentions to get a bar clock for somebody's Christmas present, and we ended up getting a lamp instead. This is so beautiful. It's wood tan by Ivan Rendell. Really, really pretty. And to go with it, we also ordered a lampshade that has like hands throwing up the bar. It's really, really, really pretty. So that was for somebody's Christmas. And then I also bought both of the kids these things. Now I only have one for Loki right now because she had sold the M already. So here's an L. It is so incredibly pretty, and this is by Shona Stanger Textiles. So pretty, and she's also doing an M in the same kind of colours. So that's what I got there. And then today, after we been to Hugh's granny's house, we actually went to Lidl. I wanted to show you these because, first of all, I wanted to show you this because it's a music box. So you twist this, how beautiful. They do contain palm oil, so probably not going to be in those, but I thought that it was really, really cute. On the other hand, something that we will actually be able to enjoy is this gingerbread train. They had gingerbread houses and gingerbread trains, and I hope I haven't just smashed everything. Usually I buy these and we don't actually eat them, we just like make them and then they just sit and look pretty because they usually contain loads of crap. But reading the ingredients on this little one, it's actually not that bad. Yeah, just in general, it doesn't have all of the crappy toxic substitutes that usually come with things like this to make them a lot cheaper. So very much appreciate it, and it was actually fairly affordable. I don't remember exactly how much this was, but definitely on the more affordable side. Good morning, guys. Morning, it's not even morning, it is definitely the afternoon. It is Monday. I have work in about 2 hours. I'm covering one last shift before we go. And what was I saying? Yeah, I'm covering one last shift before we go. This morning I've already been to the gym. I've also been to 2 of the flats and stripped the beds and put the washing on, so I'm actually gonna go and change the washing over before I go to work. And then I'm gonna work. We've seen the sheep today as well. I am so tired today, it's actually unreal. I feel like my brain is just functioning a little bit slower than my body is today, so I don't know what's going on. But take a wellness shot. I'm gonna go and make a coffee, and I'm gonna go and finish off doing some work. The shot. Hello guys, I have just got done at the gym and I came straight to the flats. I came yesterday and I stripped the bed, so I have this one and the house next door. So I came yesterday and I stripped the beds in this flat and the one next door. So today I have literally just popped in to make the beds because there's nobody in tonight either. And this is what we're looking like. It is quite dirty, and so is next door, because they were around for quite a while, which is absolutely fine. But Melanie has an optician's appointment today, or like an eye doctor's appointment today, at 11. It is currently 10:10. Oh, that gym class was so good. I'm gonna go ahead and make the beds, and I'll probably check in with you guys afterwards. We are gonna go straight to the appointment, so I'm just gonna go home, pick everyone up, go to the optician's appointment, and then I don't really know what the plan is for today. I have a call tonight with the community at 7, but the rest of the day I'm kind of free-ish. I really want to plan out my stories for Instagram for the next little while, because I don't think I've been on my stories on Instagram for like a week. It's bad. So I just really want to kind of just take a little look at my social media in general, because it's just not where I want it to be right now, which is fine. I got that advert out yesterday. I don't know if I showed you or not yet, but I can maybe show you when I get home. I got my new ad out, which is running to men and women, which is quite exciting. I think I've like tried it once before and didn't really go anywhere, but it wasn't an ad specifically made for men and women. It was just in like my old ad where I changed the audience, whereas this one's very much targeted to parents. So that's quite exciting. But other than that, I have nothing set in stone that I need to do. So we're gonna make these beds, we're gonna go and do the optician's appointment, and then we will see where the day takes us. Hello everyone, I am finally home. We have just been to the eye doctor. Waste of time, of course. She's just far too small to actually have anything done properly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and have a look at my new applications. I know that I've had a few applications come through last night, so I'm gonna go and check my applications, do my follow-ups, have a little bit of time working on my social media and stuff, and then I think what I want to do is I want to give the house a really nice tidy, and I also want to take down all of the fall decorations finally. So I'll see if I have time for all this. If not, then no, but I'm gonna attempt to do all of this at least.
So what happens if you replace them with something I like?
Out another ad, so I've just put out 2 new ads. I can maybe show you. I know I can't because the camera's not working, so I can maybe show you on laptop. Okay, so I have this one. This is like a feed post, so just feeds, very simple. Just speaking to mums and dads in business who are hitting burnout.
It's between providing for your family and actually being present for them. That question changed everything for us. We were tired of rushing, so we built a slower life, one where our children help feed the sheep, where we cook together, and where the beach is part of our day, not just a getaway. If you're craving more peace and more freedom with your family, then there is another way. Swipe up or click apply now to fill in a short application. Let us know a little bit about you, and we'll be in touch with information on the business model that helped us create this freedom. What?
And then that's the ad that I put out yesterday too. So fun. I already have some responses from the one that I put out yesterday, which is really fun. So I'm gonna get back to those, and then we're gonna go and feed sheep, and I am gonna go and get some wool for a new project that I'm doing for Christmas. Hello guys, how are you doing? Okay honey, daddy's getting you a bicky. We woke up to snow this morning. Not a lot, but it has been the first snowfall, which is quite exciting. So Edinburgh, I just know that Edinburgh is going to be so pretty. As long as it's not like raining really bad. If it's snowing, it's going to be super pretty. But yeah, I'm so tired today. I just feel absolutely floored. Absolutely floored. So we're all going to the flats because I thought that I could take Hugh and the kids with me so that they could just help me a little bit, because I'm genuinely really struggling today. Here comes hot chocolates. Hi.
Right.
Thank you.
So I got marshmallows and cream on top of it for you.
So we've just had our first snowfall today, and then we were tidying the house and all of a sudden everything went black. And usually when everything goes black, you can kind of look out the window and be like, okay, it's just an area of Orkney that's gone black. But okay, it looks like the whole island has gone black, and we don't have any phone signal, we don't have any internet. So I just put in a fire on. Thank God we have a fire, because God knows what we would do without one. It is a little bit scary to say the very least, because it's just, can't even see, but it is just black. It is just black outside. A little bit worrisome. But we'll see what happens. We've decided to go and see Hugh's granny, because obviously she's on her own. and we don't want her to be on her own, so we're gonna go ahead and hop over and see if she's okay, and yeah, probably spend the night with her.